Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome in, everybody. July 7th, episode 16. Another day to get your daily bread with Sosa and Rex. We'll have a little bit of a quick hitter with you today with not the largest slate, but obviously there's still money to be made. If you're tailing us, you're cashing with us. Sosa, how you doing today? That back feeling better?
Oh man, yeah. Got to go to the chiropractor. I'm feeling like $1,000,000, man. You already know we're back in the mix. Happy to be with you and the people once again. You know. Um, but yeah, man, just another day, another dollar. Yesterday was a good one. Uh, nailed that. Just nailed the game in general, man. I think we did a great job together, and yeah, let's keep it going. Murata gets us that goal. Coming off the
A little sweaty
bench.
there.
Hey, never a doubt. Never a doubt.
All right, we got everybody tapping in like usual. What's up, casual? Now that we got everybody here, we got our crew with us. Let's get into these games. So, there's only one way to start it off today. I think you can tell by Sosa's jersey who he's going to be rocking with. We got England, we got Denmark, and they get to face my Italy, the Azzurri. So, let's see if they're going to be ready because even though who does get through this match, I don't think it's going home just because that is my bias in that one. Tap into with us Sunday morning when we have our live Euro stream. You won't want to miss that, the preview of that game. But we got Denmark sitting at plus 457 on the money line. Nice big price there. England minus 136 with a juiced under 2.25. We saw it yesterday in the Italy match. So I think it's telling you again where we could potentially be seeing some extra time. When you get that under 2.25, they're essentially saying one team's got to get both in there or they're expecting both teams to score. Yesterday's match probably didn't go out to plan how people said. So do you think we could see another unexpected match today, or is this a quick, easy, clean match for England?
I like the Cinderella story. I like it. It's beautiful. You know, we saw what happened to Christian Eriksen in that first match. I think it was the second match of the tournament. I personally, man, this England team's performing at a pretty high level. Southgate seems to have them, you know, performing well. They haven't conceded a goal. Pickford's playing well. I think today's an England spot for me, man. I think they're the more talented of the two teams. I know that it's a possibility of extra time. I think we kind of saw that yesterday coming with the Italy match, right? Obviously, every bet takes a little bit of luck. I will say that Morata's situation was lucky. I got lucky, but I think today is just it's an England day, man. I think that they get through. I honestly don't think it'll be as close as people think, but that's just my personal thoughts.
So the one thing you did mention on that is they've yet to England's yet to concede in this game, and that's one thing that caught my eye because last night on Spaces, if you're hearing with us, I mean, I was kind of riding that Denmark hype, trying to find other things like that, but Riley just hit where I was going for this one. The over 0.5, so essentially Denmark to score is juiced minus 134. The under 0.5, you can get that at plus 102. That's an easy way if you honestly think England keeps a clean sheet without them pulling it out.
Absolutely.
Just take that under 0.5. Sure, it's only at plus 102. But the longer it goes, you can get a price to I don't want to say hedge out with, but potential you can't middle that either. So just if you want to reduce the risk halfway through and just hope they don't get an early one there, but a minus 134 there, that seems a little I don't want to say fishy to me, but I guess water always finds its level, and they're saying England's due to concede. I mean, Denmark's attack, second to what Spain and Italy has put out there, probably the most potent and the most chances overall. Sure, maybe they're pretty high quality. Their path hasn't been the strongest that it has, but I mean, they're just taking care of business where they need to. that's kind of where I think you see the minus 134, and people are starting to revert back to potentially, not is England going to go back to the old selves, but it almost seems about time for them to concede here. And that's where, if you honestly do think they concede, both teams to score, the over 2, I can't talk you off those angles there. But I was really liking Denmark. I wasn't going to play a plus 457. I was going to play the plus 0.5, but I'm completely leaving that side now. I've reverted myself. I think I don't want to say I've looked too much into it, but the more and more I just dug into this match, it's at home. I don't want to back England, but I think I have to in this spot here. Our first half money line's plus 161 if we think they get an early one in there.
I do. I think England is. I think we know what the final's going to be, man. I really do. I honestly don't believe this one goes to extra time. I think England wins it in regulation. I like Harry to score again. And I personally don't think the game is going to be close. I don't. I think it's just a culmination of things that everyone involved has felt like should have happened and should the way things should have gone. They're the more talented team. They're arguably the most talented team in the world. It's just a matter of them putting it together, right? I mean, it's a debate. It's always a debate. England always has the talent. Front to back, they always have the talent. It's just a matter of, can they perform on the stage? I feel like they've passed that test in my eyes. Last major tournament they were in, I was actually on vacation watching them lose. So it was actually pretty cool because it was a lot of people on vacation from England, and it was like it's amazing to see how many people will just crowd around any television just to see them play. It's crazy. But yeah, that's just my personal belief. I think that this England team they're built for it, man. They want Italy. They're going to get Italy.
So what's your do you have an official anytime goal scorer that you have for this one to keep the streak alive?
I'm going with Harry again to put one in the net. When you're hot, you're hot. All right? When you're hot, you're hot. You just don't be like Nas. Don't leave when you're hot. That's not smart. Anytime goal scorer for Harry Kane, plus 130, easy money. That won't be a situation or an issue whatsoever.
Let's go, Miguel. You made a live show.
Mike, what's up, my guy? And I think I like the corners bet for this game as well.
Who we going some corners action on us here?
Let me get this.
Yeah, I got one play for us in this one. Once you give that one out, keep it nice and easy here.
Corners. I'm trying to find it on the book. Total corners over 9.5. Is it plus 146? Over 8.5 is at minus 118. I think both. I think 10 is easy in this game personally. So yeah, I like the over 8.5 at minus 118. Over 8.5 total corner kicks for the game at minus 118. Lock it in. And if you want the extra juice at plus 146 for one more at over 9.5, I like both. And let's hear what else you got for the people.
All right, we're thinking about going fancy to win in a shutout here, to completely just go with England and the team total under for Denmark there. But the one book I have always gives out the nice prices. We got a plus 103 on England minus 0.75, and that's the way we're going to go here. As long as they win by one, we half cash the bet. If they put in the work, we'll double it up here. But like I said, whenever the plays I give out here, they're always pregame. So that's why I'm going with that plus money there. If you honestly just want to play the England money line, you could potentially wait 15 minutes. Like we said yesterday with Italy, you got a much better price just waiting that 15 minutes. Sure, you have to sweat out. Nothing happens there, but that minus 136 for England will be sitting probably around the minus 115 at that point. So if you honestly want to just get that value there, wait it out, but always got to give you pregame plays. So we'll take the minus.
Also, I'm going to throw one more thing in with that one. For this game, I do believe that you can sprinkle some money on Harry to score twice today. To score 2 times at plus 600, it's worth it.
All right.
It's hard to bet it's hard to bet both teams to score when one team hasn't given up a single goal.
But the books are telling you today with the juiced minus 135 that they think it's going to happen. I would just play the over at that point. If you think both teams are going to score, take the over too. It's just a much safer, especially if Sosa thinks Kane's going to bag both. I mean, I don't want to say Sterling's maybe a little bit more of the consistent and like more offensive player so far, but those two are just sharing the wealth right there up top. When they are getting their chances, they're converting them. So let's just hope that, I mean, this Denmark team, I don't think they're going to sit back against England. I think they're going to go full throttle. They're just going to say, we made it here. We're not just going to sit back and wait for a moment. Let's have a match. And it could cost them by getting caught on that counter.
Absolutely.
All right, let's get into the MLB.
Hey, man. AJ, listen, man. He's my guy. I'm going to ride with him. I'm riding with him. That's my guy. Period. So I and also, man, Harry had a great year in the English Premier League. His team just didn't win, so they didn't give him Player of the Year. But we all know who the Player of the Year in the EPL really was. But different conversation for another day. I know we're a little tight on time today.
All right, let's get into the MLB real quick.
It's coming home. It's coming home. I can't. We got to get some of our homies from England to come on here and just like say that about 100 times. Oh Lord. Oh, so now we're on to baseball immediately.
Yeah, let's give out our picks for baseball, then we can wrap it up with NBA.
Okay, I'm gonna just give 3 quick plays for baseball today that I personally like. One of the early games is the Atlanta Braves versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. I like Ronald Acuna to get 2 hits. That's a plus 150. And I like the Atlanta Braves on the money line combined. So if you can get both on a parlay, it'll pay at plus 268.
Nice.
So yeah, I like both of those. That's considered one play for me just because it's the same game. And I am going to go with the Brewers money line in the 2-11 start against DeGrom. I'm fading DeGrom. I think he'll pitch well, but I think Corbin Burns will pitch well as well. And yeah, I that's just a spot that I'm taking at plus 144. It's a big dog, hungry dogs. You already know what we say about them. And the final play is the Toronto Blue Jays team total over.
Don't bet them to win.
Don't ever bet them to win. It is over 6. It's Matt Harvey tonight. Last time they pitched against them, he looked okay. They actually gave it up at the end, and they were able to get the team total in that game as well. So I really love that play. It's always fade Matt Harvey. We don't bet on that guy or with that guy ever.
Nah, Harvey days are always paydays.
Absolutely. And what do you have with us? Have for us?
Yeah, I was about to say, question for that. Do the Cubs just keep streaking in the wrong direction? This is like pitiful level of what they're doing last night. I think the score ended like 15-9 or whatever, and they give up a granny before they even recorded an out. Like,
the Phils have been wildly inconsistent. So
got Wheeler though pitching
with
tonight.
With Wheeler on the mound, I would go with the Phils first 5 money line. Or first 5 run line, I'm sorry. And that's it. Minus 106. I think that's a very good look. Considering that you would trend to believe that Wheeler will pretty much shut the lineup down, especially pitching at home. He's great at home. So yeah, that would be the play for me. First 5 run line. You don't ever want to trust the Phillies bullpen, and
No, thank you.
so you don't ever want to get in that situation, no matter who the opponent is, because one thing we know that they're fully capable of and very, very used to doing is coughing up games at the end. So, but I do expect the lineup to continue to hit better at home. That's what they've been doing. So, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, the other lean that I had is just the total in the Nats Padres game. It's Corbin versus Paddock. I just think we see the ball flying today in San Diego late at night.
I have one play for that game, and it is yes runs first inning. So with that being said, I love the play of the over as well. But yes runs first inning in that game. You have two guys who are terrible as far as ERA goes for the first inning in all of baseball. So that is a play that I like in the first inning.
All right.
Let me get the number real quick. Let me get the number. First inning. It is plus 190.
Wow.
Yes, first inning. So
that's a nice price on that as well to get that.
So,
all right, MLS. Follow me on Twitter to get the plays, Gold Cup, and everything's going on right now. Teams are like Atlanta's missing their entire defense and their keeper. Just look for the lineups tonight. I know I've been saying that about MLS, but they don't respect the international windows. So yeah, it's going to be rough slate. So look at a lot of heavy favorites there. All right, time to say how right we were.
Right. It's lovely. Drew, if you got him actually on the assist, it was 8.5. So that actually cashed for quite a few people. I had like 7 or 8 people hit me up, tell me that. Chris Paul as well. Chris Paul's rebound or assist, where if you were able to get him later in the day, you got him at 8.5. But yeah, you fade the Milwaukee Bucks in game 1 of every series, and
Ayton got us the over 16.5 points, no sweat, almost had a 2020 night, like
easily. Giannis played. We didn't see that coming, but it is what it is.
And if Giannis played, well, we've told you even more. What do you do when the star player comes back?
Fade him off top. When he comes back, you fade him. So everything worked out as far as the business goes and what you say. That 8.5, man, was sweet. But yeah, we're onward and upward, man. This let's continue trending up. Let's keep moving forward. There's for me, there's not much to talk about. We were right about just about everything in regards to capping that one, and we get ready for game 2 on Thursday.
Yes, sir. So today was a little bit of a quicker episode since we don't have the NBA. That's where you like to go long in. Football's coming up right around the corner, so we'll have a long sessions there.
Fantasy football extravaganza. Sosa's fantasy football extravaganza is now active and open. There are slots open for anybody interested. DM me if you're into fantasy football. You really want to make some money. You want to talk shit, be around some great people, at least through the fantasy app, and hit me up.
Yes, sir. And when it's only some baseball days coming up with Gold Cup and MLS action, we'll go longer in baseball. We'll highlight your top games. Today, we still have the Euros going on, so we want to spend our time there since that's basically where everyone's looking to get their money. And sadly, or for me, not sadly, Sosa's happy about backing Harry Kane in England. It hurts me a little bit to have locked in that ticket on them at minus 0.75 at plus 103, but we did it because cash is better than fandom sometimes.
Absolutely. Or just going against somebody or going against them in general. So, but yeah, man, best of luck. Let's have a day. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. So as usual, we're live on YouTube. If you're just tapping in now, I'll timestamp that. That's your easiest way to scroll back. If you like watching us on Twitter through Periscope, we're there as well. Live on Twitch too. But give us a like, give us a subscribe on YouTube. We're really going to start pushing that outlet a little bit harder there since it's the easiest for you guys to tap in, talk with us, watch. Until tomorrow, where more winners will be there. Add us, get in our spaces later. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Peace.